Good morning. Happy Monday, nerds. It's time to wake up and begin the rush to the holidays. Yes, that is right. It is Monday. It is the 13th day of November, 2023. The holiday countdown has officially begun. In other words, it's the most wonderful time of the week. It's time for me to talk about freebies and sales and charity bundles, because it's the most wonderful time of the week. Yeah. Yeah. Name one other YouTuber that sings to you while they're talking about, other than Iron Mouse. Name one other YouTuber that sings to you. Other than LD Shadow Lady. And okay, name one of the, okay, actually, yeah, there's a lot of YouTubers that sing to you, so I'm really not that original, am I? All right, it's time to take a look at this week's freebies, charity bundles, and sales. I'm sure we're going to discover a lot of Thanksgiving-themed stuff, which reminds me I probably need to do this year's Dire Turkey. So first off, freebies. Venger Satanis has asked me to poke out his freebies. Link down below. If you head on over to Drivethrough, Venger just released his take on the infamous X cards. They're the Alt X cards. Link down below. They are free on Drivethrough. I am sure they embrace the ridiculousness of the X card controversy, pro against DM X card, player X card, and the usual Venger Satanis gonzo over the top nonsense. So if you're a fan of Venger and his creations and his nonsense and worldview and ridiculousness, don't always agree with his politics, but huge fan of the man and his creations. So Venger asked me to give a shout out. So link down below if you want to check out Venger's freebies, the Chalt, I'm probably saying that wrong, X cards. All right, everybody else. Okay, Pathfinder has released a 2E item card starter pack. That's this thing right here. You know I love these things. I love these things. I don't really like this layout, though. I like the old layout. Or actually, I prefer nothing written. I like the original ones that had nothing written on the back. So the original ones, the ones I have, I've got still a box of these I have never used. Have an item on the front, blank on the back, and then you can fill it out whatever it wants. So if you want this to be a bag of holding, you just blah, 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 blah. I mean, this is okay because it gives how exactly, these are, here's how exactly to use it and what it actually does. So, okay. I'm not a great fan of this one, but, I'll take what I can get. And they're free. Of course, free item cards means it's a PDF of the cards, so you still have to print them out, which means you have to get cardstock, which, it's like $9 for 20 pieces of cardstock for a printer, right? Then you got to print them out, and how much ink is that going to eat? So at that point in time, you've probably spent the same amount of money you would have spent if you just gone to your friendly local game store and bought the physical version of these. So just buy the physical version. Save yourself the time. Moving on, we have from Dynamic Games over at Drivethrough a full fantasy RPG system called Spell Scorch Starter Rulebook. The game is all about choice with 4-player roles and 6 archetypes to make for 24 total classes. Well, if it's all about choice, then shouldn't it just not have any roles and archetypes and just abilities for me to build whatever I want, i.e. GURPS? From Gem Games over at Drivethrough, we also have a brand new RPG system. This one is based upon 5e with the Vice Adventure game. It's a simplified version of 5e that draws inspiration from Microlight, with all the rules needed to play in a single 192-page volume, including 10 races, heritages, 4 classes, and multi-class with over 100 spells, plus bestiary, loot, and for pre-generated characters, all in 192 pages. So basically, that's the 5e stuff without the art. Because if you take out all the art from 5e books, that's like probably 100 pages, right? And if you're trying to emulate Microlight, you're already about 100 pages too long. So if you're looking for a slightly dumbed down version of 5e to add to the 5e wars, here's another one. For fans of Traveler, F-Space Publishing brings us Supplement M3 Merchants and Corsairs, which are a whole bunch of new ships and deck plans for free over on Drivethrough. Good morning to the one person who's following us this morning, though you're probably a bot. Ancient Saga Games brings a free table of stuff to roll on should the player characters decide to go wandering around in a swamp. Sure, free random tables are always fun. Farwood Publishing has released The Lesser Gods, Wayfarers of the Fairwood, a 5e compatible supplement for Wayfarers of the Fairwood campaign setting, but usable with any setting that uses D25e. And here bunches of new stuff for Warlocks and stuff. Oh, dude, one day too late. What? I'll tell you what I'm talking about when we get to this week's news, but one day too late. Oh, you should release this yesterday. Gold Mountains Games has released a holiday one-shot called Wintertide, a holiday one-shot, which sends characters to go to a mysterious island, possibly populated by misfit toys, and to investigate what's going on the island of misfit toys. All proceeds from this freebie go to alcohol and substance addiction charities. So they're asking for $3, but it is a preview. Aquanchair Publishing released The Haunted Spaceships, a rule light RPG about an AI discovering its personality and purpose after the crew you were created to serve has died. So it's one AI, or every player plays an AI. Is it like Everybody is John, where each player plays a different personality of the AI fighting for control of the AI and the abandoned starship? Or is it just a solo play? Players of Ironsword looking to quickly pad out encounters to speed up their print will want to look at Chaos Drake's 101 Ironsword NPCs featuring, 101 NPCs. Owl Night Games has released Jennifer Attick's Femme Noir, 2 linked RPGs, Desperate and Becoming, that explore the idea of womanhood through near lens of desperately seeking Susan, Mulholland Drive, and single white female as the sources. So if you've ever wanted to role play the amazing story of desperately seeking Susan, now you can. That's free on Drivethrough. Did you know that historically scrolls were used for more than just writing down magic spells? Really? No. Totem wants you to help you to diversify your scrolls in your game with 100 non-magical scrolls. With 100 different scrolls that might show up in your game, including everything from, what we actually put on scrolls, like calendars, recipes, taxes, information, history. Meanwhile, over at Dungeon Masters Guild Freebies this week, we have The Wolves of Woodmere from Scalds of Fire, which is based upon the Films to Fantasy, and talks about how you could convert The Wolf of Wall Street into a role-playing scenario for D&D. That's a lot of wording. Gulliver Flinch brings us The Book of Many Homes, a guide to commoner households for businesses to homes to farstead, featuring details of 25 different houses, thankfully free. Jefferson Choms is a new take on Session Zero, with an adventure designed to run a Session Zero before actually playing your first game. So an adventure designed for you and the players to discuss what you're okay with in the actual game. And then I guess setting up the game. You can't just have a normal adult conversation about what the rules and physics are for the game. You now have to actually role play out the scenario. I roll to see whether my character is okay with that, and if my character is okay with that, then I'll allow that to be in the game. No. Another holiday one-shot comes from Anthony Zinn. It's called Gobbler's Grove, where players go to explore a turkey-shaped grave. Based upon a handprint of a turkey map that his child drew for him at school. When you take the piece of paper and you draw your hand and then you put the lens, like, it's a turkey. So he based a map for that on that. That's cool. Over at Storyteller's Vault, that's the one for World of Darkness, Sky Bradley has brought us Clan Books, 5th edition, B-A-A-L-I, Bala? I don't know. So it's a vampire clan. It's a 44-page source book exploring a demonic vampire clan called Clan Bali, Baali. Lightning round. Over at DM's Guild, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 VTT / 3D printer files. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 new 5E subclasses that were official until this morning. And we're going to get, I know I've mentioned that 2 times now, but we're going to get to why I am saying that. Because I guess Wizards of the Coast decided to go back on something that they said earlier this year. What? Moving on. Bundles and sales. Coyote and Crow has got a huge sale of all the product they've made for Coyote and Crow, up to 60% off. I guess you're not making any money, Coyote and Crow guy, because you literally have told hundreds of people not to buy your product because you fucking hate them. Yeah, I can't understand why the tabletop role-playing game of the year would not be making any money because the guy is such a jackass. So, yeah. 60% off Coyote and Crow. Trollord Games has got a how to get started with Castles and Crusades link down below for $50. This includes the Player's Handbook, the NPC book, and Castle Zaggy by the one and only Gary Gygax. You know that I have received a copy of Castle Zaggy apparently as a gift. So yes, I highly recommend this bundle. $50 gets you a good starter into the amazing world of Castles and Crusades. Link down below. Lorewise Games has a bundle of fantasy art complete with permanent commercial license for you to use your own gaming product. I double checked that before I used this guy's art. $20 for some art. Over at Dungeon Masters Guild, we have the Ad Astra to the Stars bundle based upon the Ad Astra campaign. I think that's a comic book, and it's got some Starfinder Spelljammer stuff, but it's also for Rock, Paper, Pistols, which is a different role-playing game. So it's got both the rules set for Spelljammer, and additionally, for some reason, they included the rules for Rock, Paper, Pistols, or Rock, Paper, Spaceships. Okay. Moving on. Critical Role has got their charity live stream coming up on November 28th. And they're accepting donations. All proceeds go to Comic Relief, which helps children in need in children's hospitals. So if you're not familiar with how they do the charity live stream, you basically, your donation counts as a vote for certain things that you want to happen to the live stream. So the more you donate, the better chance the things you want to happen will happen. And I think they check it every hour, every half an hour. I don't know how it works. I've never watched it, so I could be completely making it up. But I know the donations have something to do with the choices, what I would say. Oh, I've got 3 people watching now, and I guess Dice Tales was watching, and he heard me say it was a bot, and Dice Tales is saying, I'm not a bot. And Mar Hockman is saying, that's exactly what a bot would say. Well, Mar Hockman, I think you're a bot. Anybody's a bot, it's you. Curse you, my Harkman, my nemesis. Game Desart, our good friend Janelle Jaquayas is still looking for help with her medical bills. The GoFundMe is still alive and active, and it's going to help her medical bills and recovery expenses for Guillain-Barré syndrome. I have dealt personally with Guillain-Barré syndrome, as my dad has that, and I know that can just kick your ass for years. So yes, please help out the godmother of dungeon design, Janelle Jaquayas. Bundle of Holding has 2 City of Myths bundles. The first is the City of Myths Essentials bundle, featuring everything you need to start playing the Powered by the Apocalypse superhero noir game, City of Myths. It's $25. It's direct relief. And then the second bundle, of course, is all the supplements, as usual with this kind of thing. And it's $18, and it also goes to support direct relief. DCC has a funnel bundle. For $10, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 0-level adventures for Dungeon Crawl Classics, plus a whole bunch of bonus stuff. This is direct relief. You guys know I love Dungeon Crawl Classics, and one of my favorite things of Dungeon Crawl Classics is the funnels. I love the funnels. I don't know why. I just do. I just think they're so much fun and so ridiculous. And yes, I know you can lose like 4 characters through a funnel. I just love them. I don't know why, but I love funnels. So I'm a huge fan of DCC. And one of the reasons why I'm a huge fan of DCCs is the whole idea of funnels. In fact, my DCC is my Dungeon Crawl Classic is my OGL OSR D20 retro clone of choice. The Palladium bundle for all the games that you've never heard of is still going. $10 gets you Splicers, System Failure, Dead Rain, and the source books for Dead Rain. And this goes to support Direct Relief. There's a 5th edition mega bundle featuring 70 titles and higher. The bundle features setting, monster books, adventure books, character options, zines, resources. Looks like several companies are trying to once again get rid of their 5e product before the year ends. $25 is the top tier. It goes to support International Medical Corps. Let's see if there's anything on here worth it. Tomb of Beasts, Necropolis. This is a Gary Gygax one, so that one's kind of worth it. This thing, no. That one, maybe. Yeah, other than which I would just, I mean, the only reason I would get, me personally, the only reason I would get it is this. I played through Necropolis. It was one of the last 5e Pathfinder games I played through with my friend Matt Broman, and it is an awesome, awesome one. So $25 would get you that one. That's the only one on here I think I'd recommend. Sorry, charity, but yeah. The Doctor Who Mega Bundle is still running. It goes to support, of course, BBC Children in Need / Red Nose Day, which supports the various children's hospitals in the UK. This includes a whole bunch of stuff just in time for the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who, which I think is like in 2 weeks. It's got the role-playing game. It's got novels, books, audio drama, stuff like that. And then we have the Everything for Your Adventure Roll20 exclusive bundle, which has just basically got multiple different map packs for multiple different games to go over to your Roll20. And that goes to support Extra Life, which is another one that supports children's hospitals. As always, when downloading bundles, especially bundles with things like audiobooks, check them for viruses. And remember, these are PDFs. They are not physical product. So, yeah, you're not going to get a physical TARDIS if you support the Doctor Who Mega Bundle. I mean, it would be awesome if they did send me a TARDIS. I'd love a TARDIS. So those are my ones for the week. Obviously, again, shout out to Venger. There's a couple other ones on here I recommend this week, which is the DCC one and the Castles and Crusades one. But don't listen to me. If you're going to pick any of these up, they are available at Drivethrough, DM's Guild, and Bundle of Holding. And let me know which ones you get. Links down below, as always, to the ones I recommend. Till next time, I'm the OGGM. If you appreciate listening to me garble the English language, let me know. If you never want to talk to me ever again, I understand. Let me know. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and help me hit 2,000 subs by the end of the year. We'll be back with some tabletop role-playing game news and the what? Q3 numbers. Excitement. Talk to you in a sec. Bye.